Burnouts, we are back. I'm your host, Christian Felipe, aka Fired Up Felipe, aka the Chief Burnout, aka Chris Youngblood. That joke will make sense later in the pod, I promise. Thank you for tuning in once again. Please make sure to like and subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, share with your friends, comment, do all that. Now, today's pod is a fun one. Not that other days' pods aren't fun ones, but we do have a guest today, an old friend that I've been talking hoops with for wow, well over a decade. That makes me feel old. But we'll be going quickly. I mean, very quickly. We'll be recapping the Heat Hawks preseason game, and then moving on to discussing a bunch of the results from the NBA GM survey that was released recently. We then hit some rapid fire questions at the end for some good, honest takes, and we'll be talking Heat basketball. Of course, this is a primarily Heat podcast, but we'll also be canvassing the whole league quite a bit. I do want to note, this is an episode that was recorded early Tuesday afternoon. This intro is being recorded Wednesday morning. So if anything happens between now and tomorrow, which would be Thursday, like, I don't know, if Trae Young goes from tweeting cryptic things like, it's just business with a crying laughing emoji. And I'm sorry, let me requote that. It's just business. Dot dot dot. Crying laughing emoji. There's pain in that. There's pain in that. If he goes from tweeting things like that to maybe full on requesting a trade demand, well, my apologies. We could do our best on this pod, but we can't predict the future. That tweet hadn't happened yet at the time of recording, so we don't have any reference to it, of course, but we are referencing it now. But if something like that does happen, depending on the scale of it, depending on the gravity of it, we may or may not record a hashtag emergency podcast. Probably won't though. Probably won't. We'll be trying to stick to releasing pods on Mondays and Thursdays from here on out. But I've gone on far too long already. Let's cut to the intro and get into it. We're here. I'm very excited for this episode. Today I am joined by a very old friend of mine, and I don't mean that he is old. I mean that we've known each other for a very long time. I mean, we're both getting older. That's natural. My friend Jose Ayala is here. I would say he's actually one of the main people who fostered my love for basketball. I'll give you the credit on that. I mean, I've always been a fan. As people living in Miami, we've been graced and blessed with exciting basketball for most of our lives at least. But yeah, just as we continued to become friends, like in high school, I think just hanging out with you, hanging out with Andy, and when you guys had your podcast, the Mojo and the Jet, and getting involved with that, I think all of that just really inspired me and awoken the love in me for basketball even more. So I appreciate you for being on here, and thank you for kind of starting me on this journey years and years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm excited, man. Let's get into it.
You're a pro. You know your way around. So we're gonna start you off with the most exciting thing you could possibly talk about, and that's
Oh
preseason
boy,
hoops, right? There's
right.
just nothing better than preseason basketball. I want to just off the top say we're recording this on Tuesday. Last night the Heat played an overtime game against the Hawks. It was quite literally one of the worst viewing experiences I've had as an NBA fan in a while. uh it was on the Mismatch podcast recently where, no, not on the Mismatch, I'm sorry, on the Hoop Collective podcast. Tim McMahon had said it should be illegal for a preseason game to go to overtime. They should just call it a tie. And wow, I heard that on Sunday, and then we had an overtime Monday game, and he's so right. What the hell? Like, overtime?
So I didn't watch last night's game. I'll be honest, but my first thought when I saw that it went to overtime, I thought that in my head. I was like, why do they let preseason games go into overtime? Just end the game. Who
Just
cares?
end it. We didn't, none of like the good players came back in. Like, it's just a bunch of G Leaguers and 10-day exhibit guys just running up and down the court. I still watched it because like I had made it this far, but like I was using my phone a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, during that portion of it. But just to like quickly go over what happened in that game. Bam was finally having a good night. Like, he was actually playing well, which was cool to see. And then of course he got hurt, and that was scary to see. Thankfully, it seems all reports coming out of it was that it was just like a knee bruise, that he could have gone back into the game, that more so they were just, being overly cautious. It's preseason. So they just sat him the rest of the game. It was weird. The first half felt really ugly. They were calling a lot of ticky-tacky fouls. There was a bunch of fouls that were on Norman Powell that he was complaining about that they weren't calling, like reach-ins constantly. We couldn't score against G Leaguers, which was weird. But then the second half, I mean, the second quarter, we were blowing them out. Like we were, we caught up, we got a little lead. Third quarter, we were starting off hot again. That's when Bam went down, and the game kind of just like dovetailed from there. I will say, and I wonder, I'm gonna toss this to you because we've both been watching for a long time, and we've heard all the stories about Heat practices. There was a story before Sunday's game, so this was the second night of a back-to-back in preseason. I don't know why we're also doing back-to-backs in preseason, but hey, um, Sunday, Spo had said that he was resting some of his players because the practice the night before was really intense. So he just wanted to make sure that some of them were getting rest. So in my mind, having that in mind and knowing they practiced really hard Saturday, they had a game Sunday, they had a back-to-back Monday, and like Norman specifically, and even Wiggins, they were getting open shots and they just weren't falling. Like just weren't falling. And I'm like, is it the legs? Are they just tired? Like I'm kind of optimistically chalking it up to that, hoping because they were getting their shots.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure the practice had a lot to. Well, first of all, back to back in preseason is absolutely insane. Why is that a thing to
Like,
begin with? What are we doing?
like
That's wild.
what are it's and then an overtime back to back on top of that. It's like, yeah.
But it seems like following like the local reporting and everything, like the whole story of the preseason has been they can't shoot.
No,
It's
no.
just been bricks. Like,
I think there was at one point we were like 3 for 30 something from three last
well,
night.
I'm looking right here. We shot 5 for 34. So
Yeah,
that'll do it.
that
That'll do
was
it.
it was pretty bad. I mean, we will say like right now our best 3-point shooter on the team is obviously Norm. Tyler's not alive yet. Jovic is also probably one of our better 3-point shooters, and he was injured. Kalel was cold last night for the first time in a while. He kind of had not one of his better nights. It was odd to see. And yeah, I mean, it's okay. We'll just move on. I just want to say this is the first time the Heat have been winless in the preseason since I think it's like the 2007 season. So coming off of our championship year, we
I
went
saw that.
0-7 in preseason, and right now we're 0-5. We might end 0-6. We have one preseason game left on Friday against the Grizz.
That 07-08 season is what led to Michael Beasley. We won 15 games that year.
Yeah.
So
So
I
not
don't
a.
think they'll be that bad this year, but hey.
I mean, we have our own pick. If there's any year to be that bad, it's this year. But I also don't think we'll be that bad. I mean, I don't even know what would have to go wrong for us to only win 15 games in the East. Like,
I mean,
I feel like,
wow.
yeah,
Like
I would.
Bam would have to like be out for the year. Like Tyler would have to be out for like it would a
They'd have to blow it up.
catastrophic, yeah.
Yeah, like it would be insane. So I don't think that's gonna happen. It is a little worrisome, but again, like in this game specifically, we were up with a few minutes into the third quarter. Bam goes down, and then slowly but surely, you're just seeing Ethan Thompson, Keldon Johnson. I mean, Kashad
Sure.
Johnson. Just a bunch of guys just out there playing basketball. So not too worried, but the more interesting topic that we're going to get into for today is the NBA GM survey results have been reported, which is always a fun time. Just seeing what the GMs themselves think. Of course, the league is filled with GMs of varying calibers, varying levels of respect that they're offered. Doesn't say what the names are of the GMs. You don't get to point at what team's GM voted what. The one caveat is that you can't vote for your own team or your own team's players. So, like, if you see you know, Jimmy Butler received one vote for MVP. That wasn't Steve Kerr and the Warriors organization. That's just some other GM somewhere thought that. I also don't think that happened. But point being, sometimes random people have random bias towards other teams' players. So, uh, one of the first ones just to get into is that the first question that was interesting is who do you think is going to win the championship? And 80% of GMs voted for OKC to repeat. Uh,
I mean, there's no other option. Like
yeah.
I don't think anyone from the East can win it this year. And I mean out West, they're like by far the best team. Like
Yeah, is there like what? There's no argument to make to seem that they got worse. They didn't. They got better, if anything.
I
They're
mean, yeah, they didn't lose anyone. They have all the it's the same team.
it's the
Like
same team except a year older, and they're all
a
young.
year older coming off a championship. Like,
and last year Chet was injured for half the season.
correct.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, man, I wish I was like, if we just had that team here, like, oh God,
Yeah, man.
that's Sam Presti deserves GM of the year every year for the next like 5 or 10 years,
I
probably.
mean, and then don't forget all the 20,000 picks he has in his back pocket
They could
just
trade for
waiting.
whoever they want if they wanted
Yeah.
to. They could just say, "Hey, we want your guy," and they'd find a way to make it happen. They could overpay. Everyone has a
Like looking
price.
looking at the Western Conference, I'm like a guaranteed fantastic regular season team, the Rockets. They're going to be a fantastic regular season team. They'll probably win a bunch of games.
Yeah,
OKC
KD, Ime
probably could mop
Udoka.
them in like 5 if we're being
I,
honest.
yeah, I mean,
Like
I don't. Yeah, I don't. What are? I don't see it. Denver's really the only threat to me to OKC in the playoffs, just because. Well, Denver and a healthy emphasis on healthy Lakers team, just because Luka's a motherfucker, is my.
sure. He
I
can win
just
you a series by himself.
Yeah, I'm like, I just never doubt Luca because like if you need him to put up 50 for 5 games straight, he might. Like he just straight up might. He's insane. But yeah, and Denver obviously you never count out Jokic. Jokic is also
No, for sure. For
yeah.
sure.
And Denver is received the second most votes at 53% for second place. So pretty much the GMs have OKC and Denver at the top. They have Houston third for the most part, and then Minnesota kind of trailing fourth
I mean,
after that.
I love what Denver did. They should be better this year.
Brown and
I mean,
Braun. Brown and
as
Brown.
long as long as you have Jokic, I mean, you always have a chance.
Yeah, that guy. He's so good. And then, as terms of not winning the championship, but just who they voted for the top of the East, the obvious selections. They have Cleveland at the top with 63%, and then New York at the top with New York got 30% of top one votes.
Cleveland
So
above New York, huh?
yeah, which I don't know. I don't know why it's so favored towards Cleveland. I think it would be more half and half. I think New York has a good chance to win the East.
I would be shocked if New York wasn't the 1 seed.
You think so? You're like
Yeah.
you're that all
Yeah,
in on
yeah.
them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I would be shocked if they weren't the 1 seed.
they're gonna just win so many games. I feel like they're gonna
Like,
score so
as long
much.
as they're healthy, I mean, Mike Brown is to me an underrated coach.
Yeah,
He's always a good coach everywhere he goes. All he does is win pretty
and gotten
much.
better every time they've
Yeah.
gone
And he
somewhere.
just makes those young teams better. Like, and New York, I mean, Brunson will probably be up there for MVP voting. Like,
He's my dark horse. He's
I
my
don't
dark horse.
see how they don't win a bunch of games, especially in the weak East. Like, they're
Yeah.
gonna run through everyone.
And the funniest thing from this result is that one GM, and reminder, this is not the GM from this team, but one GM had Boston as the best team in the East going into next season.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I,
sure.
I just don't. I
I
don't
do
even
think
know.
they will be better than people are expecting, but best team, come on now.
So I had them as worse than people were expecting, but then Jason Tatum apparently might be back by like December or something.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I mean, have you seen the videos of him practicing already? Like
I saw him dunking today. That's insane.
he
They
just
should
had
not be
surgery.
allowing him to do that, first of all.
He's a cyborg. He might actually be a cyborg.
If he plays this year, that would be one of the most insane like recoveries ever.
It would be incredibly impressive. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
think they shouldn't bought like, especially they got rid of all their depth. Like even if you're competitive, you're not winning the East this year. The Celtics aren't. Like just rest Jason Tatum, dude. Even if he says he's good.
You know what really pissed me off the other night? Watching Anthony Simons play. I was like, so they trade for this guy, and out of nowhere he turns into prime Dame.
Yeah, he hit
It's the
he,
same player.
he hit the Dame time shot.
He looks exactly like him.
They're
I was like, what is going on?
well, they're happy for it because they want to trade him to get under the tax. So they're like, yo, take all the shots so that they can get rid of him and get under that luxury tax. Because
I saw like, and instantly I was like, there's just no fucking way.
they're
Like,
gonna get like picks for him or something, and then be able to make a big trade next season. Watch, they're gonna
you
get
would
like
think. You would think.
they're gonna be able to fleece someone out of 2 first-round picks for Anthony Simons, and then he's gonna suck the moment he goes to a different team. It's gonna just
You're probably right.
typical Celtics behavior. For MVP voting, the GMs, I mean, pretty obvious. 67% voted for Jokic. And then after that, it's just a splattering of Luka, Shea, and Victor. Shea had 40% of the vote last year, so there is like that repeater tax in terms of most people don't expect you to win back-to-back MVPs. What would this be for Jokic? Would this be his third or his fourth?
This would be 4, right?
Because I know he didn't win three in a row. Yeah, he's won three already. Yeah.
I mean, he's already one of the greatest, but that would be wow.
And it's crazy because like, yeah, he probably will win it this year if they're decent.
If they're at least, which they probably will be, if they're like a top 3 seed, and he's doing, I mean, he's averaging triple double. That's like normal for him. He does
Averaging
that in his
30-point
sleep.
triple doubles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30-point triple doubles. He'll probably run away with it. But I feel like this is the year Luca gets his.
I'm on the Luka train for this year. As long as the Lakers are like top four, top five, even if it's because in the West sometimes it's like between one or two
Yeah.
games. But if the Lakers have like 45 plus wins, 50 wins, and LeBron's out for the beginning of the season, so Luka's gonna have to put on a show.
I think this is his revenge season. He's skinny now. Like all bias aside, because if anybody knows me, I'm a
Yeah,
massive Luca guy.
yeah.
But all bias aside, I think this is the year he can get one. As long That's the tough thing. LeBron being out in the beginning of the year, if they start losing games and they're like in the play-in, he won't have a shot.
No,
But
no, they
as
have to
long
be
as
at
he
least
if he
top
can
six.
carry them, I think he can win it.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I love Luka as well. I'm surprised that people have Victor so high. Not because I don't think he's going to put up the numbers. I just don't think the Spurs are going to win enough games. Like, there's no
I think
way.
it's too early. He'll
Yeah,
get
I'm
his
like,
chance, but it's too
yeah,
early.
he's
Yeah,
going to win Depoy this year if he's healthy. That's for fucking sure.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
like, he's a monster. Which I'm so glad he's in the West because I don't want to have to deal with that. On that same note, and no point in going too deep into this, but the player that forces coaches to make the most adjustments, 57% voted for Jokic, which I find interesting
Makes
because like, what
sense.
adjustments do you even make? Like,
Uh,
he's gonna figure it out regardless. The people after that were Giannis, Steph, then Luca. Last year, Luca had 33% of the vote. He dropped down to 10%. I'm
I'm
imagining,
surprised Giannis was here, honestly, because
yeah,
everybody just makes fun of like
build the
NBA
wall.
Twitter run and dunk man.
Yeah,
That's all he
but
does, run and
I guess
dunk.
you do have to
So I was
adjust.
surprised.
Everyone knows what the adjustment is, but you do have to adjust. You're like, all right, guys,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
we've been
yeah.
practicing, don't do that. We're just building the
Don't get me wrong.
wall.
I'm not talking back about. I love Giannis. Giannis is a monster.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But apparently the GMs, I mean, the GMs respect him. The GMs respect him because he's you don't want to play against him. And then this is where things start to get interesting when you start seeing some of the other more less obvious voting, like with MVP and whatnot. 30% of GMs voted Amen Thompson as the most likely to have a breakout season. I'm also in favor of this, but it is
I
surprising to
agree.
see that there is such like a consensus around it with Amen Thompson. Because like he's shown the flashes, but everyone's really like just expecting the leap to happen, as am I. But what it might not happen.
I mean, obviously, there's a chance it might not happen, but I would be surprised, man. He's an athletic freak. He's
Yeah.
a monster defensively. He can shoot. He can rebound. He can do it all.
He could
Like,
do it all. And now he has
I,
KD to take some of the like attention away from him.
yeah, I would be surprised if he doesn't have a fantastic season this year.
I've also heard some interviews from them. I think they were on the Young Man and the Three, and both of him and his brother, and they both just seem like workhorses too. Like they don't have a lackadaisical
They're
attitude when it comes to training.
they're just hoopers. Like
Yeah,
they don't
that's
care
all
about
they
anything
care
else. It's
about.
just basketball. It's just
Yeah,
basketball.
which
Yeah.
is what you love to see. When your rook is like that's all they do. I mean, he's not a rook anymore. He's going into his third year. I'm also as much as I like him and and I support him, I still hold a little grudge against him because he body slammed Tyler last year.
Right.
But
Right.
but he's I mean whatever. If he was on my team body slamming someone else, I would have been in favor for it. So, but body slamming Tyler, come on, man. And then after that, they voted for Brandon Miller. They voted for his brother Asar and Wemby for a breakout season. I don't know. He
How
already
much
broke
more
out.
can he break out?
Like,
How much he's already considered like I've seen lists of like people having him like in their top 5,
yeah,
which I think is a little insane, but I mean, how much more can he break out?
yeah. Like, what is he gonna average 40? Because
Yeah, like
yeah. So I'm just confused. That one seems like weird. But regardless, I think the breakout season it's a guess. You're taking a little bit of a guess because so many players can surprise you. That's the thing about a breakout season, right? It's not always who you expect. Sometimes someone just takes a leap. Like, look at when the Knicks got Jalen Brunson. Some people were clowning the Knicks at the time, saying they overpaid Jalen Brunson.
yeah.
And
I mean, the guy is no.
the guy's just
The
one of
the
the best scorers in
Mavericks
the league.
that was obviously the Mavericks have made a lot of dumb choices since then, but at the time that was considered a very stupid choice for them to
Have
let
they
him
made
walk.
any other dumb trades? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I can't think of any other dumb trades the Mavericks have made. They traded Luca for Cooper Flag, so it worked out. That's
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
they had an
The
agreement.
league definitely didn't rig that.
No, yeah, just a chance that they just got the best American prospect in several years, but whatever.
I mean, I don't wanna like go like too deep into this, but that pissed me off so much when he comes out after and he's like, "Oh,
Y- Acting
well,
like
like if it was all planned, like if he knew, like,
it's like you had a
brother, you were
3%
handed the
chance.
number 1 pick. Like, if you
You
didn't land this, you would look like a fool."
They were supposed to have our pick. They probably
Yes.
would have gotten Kasparis, which is like cool, but not an I told you so. Fucking
Come on. Like, what are we doing?
I hope people it sucks because like the tension is gonna be off of him because Cooper's gonna be awesome, the fans are gonna love him, and you're not gonna hear the fire Nico chants. But like it should still fire Nico. He didn't make the right move.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely.
He didn't do the right thing. And even now he's not doing the right thing. Why the hell are you having this like hodgepodge of 30-plus-year-olds with Cooper Flag on your team? Like you got your ticket to rebuild. Let's rebuild. You've literally got Cooper Flag on your team and he looks amazing, by the way.
I don't know how I don't put a lot of stock into this, but I think it's hilarious that 2K, if you watch like 2K rebuilding videos of like people rebuilding teams and stuff, the Mavericks win the championship every year.
What?
2K is ridiculously high on the Mavericks.
So many people are because people are like Kyrie's gonna come back balling. It's like he's older and
Well,
had a very
Kyrie already said during the summer, he was like, I keep hearing people say that I'm gonna play this season. Like, my number 1 focus is just trying to get healthy. Like, it's not a guarantee.
no, it's not a guarantee at all. And if he does play, he might not be himself yet. It's a very serious injury. AD is pretty injury prone, as we've
He's
seen.
pretty much guaranteed to miss a good amount of games every year.
Yeah. And Cooper Flag, as awesome as he is, he's a rookie. Like he's gonna have his hiccups. He's not gonna carry a team. I bet 2K
For
probably
sure.
has Cooper Flag at like an 85 or something in game, and it's like
Most likely,
rookies
yeah.
don't come into the league at an 85. You're probably a little lower than that. But regardless, talking about rankings, segmenting into the next part, the GMs, of course, now voted at the best players at each position. And I think a lot of the voting is a little obvious. Some of it took me by surprise just a bit. It's also interesting where they think every player is positionally, since we live in such like a positionless world.
I see one here that's
It's yeah.
yeah.
So at point guard, kind of obvious. They have Shea at 73%. Then they have Luka, Steph, Tyrese. Last year, Luka was at 37% for point guard, but as we'll get to him now, they have him listed at a different position. So Shea, I mean, I don't think there's an argument for a better point guard than him right now. I mean, like, no, he deserves it. He just won the MVP. He just had one of the best seasons ever from anyone. At the shooting guard, Ant was 70%, which that took me by surprise a little bit. I'm like, is Ant really the best shooting guard in the league already? But then Mitchell, 13%. I guess Ant is better than Mitchell, maybe?
You guess? No, he's 100%.
He is?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm a massive Ant guy. But I mean, I think so. I think he is.
I think so too. But I also feel like because Mitchell has like taken a step back to try to win by association with his team, like I think people forget some of like the baller performances Mitchell has had in the playoffs. Like,
oh no, I mean,
he's
the
he's a
battles
certified
against
baller.
Jamal Murray in the bubble. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, and he's done it before. His Utah days, like
he did the same thing Ant was doing with Rudy Gobert.
Correct.
It's literally like the same
same thing.
too, man. But I mean, I get it. And then Luka at 7%, SGA at 7%. I don't know what other shooting guard I'd have on there. If
the one name that sticks out to me, I'm surprised no votes for Devin Booker. Like,
you're right.
Devin Booker couldn't get above 3%. That's how low we are on
the Suns and everything that happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know like D-Book played a lot of point guard last year, but still, I mean, he's gonna go back to his normal role shooting guard, I believe now.
I think people are down on D-Book. You're right. It's just he hasn't balled out in a while. It's been at least like 2 years.
I think he'll remind people this year.
I mean, I think the Suns aren't going to be good, but I think D-Book is going to be good. Yeah, he's going to score. I'm ready for it. He also is making a lot of money.
So is everybody though.
Yeah,
the contracts are insane now.
I think he's at like 70 million or something. It's like 73.
Is he at 70 million already?
I think he's the highest paid based on this recent extension that they just gave him. It's like a 2-year extension. I don't know if it kicks in.
Oh, he is 2-year, 145 million.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
It's almost $1 million a game.
That is crazy.
That is a lot of money. That's like that is a lot. 70 million a year is a lot of money to pay
When
one
does that
guy.
kick in? Oh,
Well,
I think it kicks in like 2 years, but
like,
still, that's
how do you even
wild.
trade for that? Like
That is no, yeah. I mean, you have one guy taking up basically half
half your
your
salary cap.
your
And Debo's
salary. Yeah,
awesome, but I just don't know. That's a lot of money. I think the Suns might be a poorly managed organization. We're not sure yet. We got to dig in more to see if
boy, are they? Boy, are they?
if they're poorly managed after making the finals and then becoming one of the worst teams in the NBA for several years straight. It's just crazy how that happens. Also the Mavericks, but whatever. At small forward, 40% of the votes went to Luka. So there's been some like 17% had him at point guard, 7% had him at shooting guard. So if you add that, that's another 24%. So
Sure, sure.
64% of GMs think that Luka's one of the best players in the league, just at different positions, apparently. Uh, Tatum at 20%, which is respectable. I'm surprised to see it since he's out for the year that they still voted him at 20%. KD at 17%, LeBron and Kawhi at 7%, which is it's crazy.
Kawhi shocks me, honestly.
Kawhi, like, and I mean, and even is going to be 41 years old this year.
Also, yeah.
Those three names after Luka and Tatum are old as shit. That's where like the league is just I mean, we've been lucky that we have these players aging so gracefully, I guess. Last year Tatum was at 47%. I think it's understandable that that vote went down after what happened to him, and since more people are considering Luka a small forward now for some reason, I guess. He's
I mean,
everything.
Luka's been a point guard his whole career. I don't understand that, but sure.
Yeah, he just weighs like a small, or he used to weigh like a small forward.
Right, right.
Now he weighs normal. He weighs a good amount. At power forward, very obviously, 93% voted Giannis. I think any other vote is silly. And to get to the silliness, 7% of people voted Evan Mobley as the second best power forward in the league.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I like Evan Mobley,
I like him too.
but is Evan Mobley the second best power forward in the league? There's
I
no
mean,
way.
so the other people receiving votes is KD, Anthony Davis. The fact that Draymond received votes is insane to me. That there is anyone in the league
That's
who thinks that
crazy.
Draymond is the best power forward in the league is crazy. Sabonis, Tatum, and then someone put Wemby as a power forward. He's 7'5". He's not a power forward. I'm sorry to tell you.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Evan Mobley is bigged up on this survey. We'll get to some more stuff with Evan Mobley, that people have are really high on him. And then at center, clearly 97% of people had Jokic, and then 3% had Wemby. So, I mean,
Right. I
yeah, I
mean,
think that's kind of
obviously.
obvious. That's not a
It's not like there's many options there. The only other options would be like Joel.
yeah,
Then
which
you get into like the tier of like Bam and
yeah.
those guys. Yeah.
So I think that's fine. I thought it was just funny that they voted for the most surprising moves in the offseason, and the top two most surprising moves were both by the Bucks. 43% of them voted for the Bucks waiving Dame, and 30% of them voted for the Bucks signing Miles Turner. I mean, yeah, I think that's 100%.
I'm I mean, I think everybody was when Dame got waived, it was like that was an insane day.
That was they put their chips all on the table. They needed to do anything they could to make sure that Giannis stays. And then
Crazy.
and the Miles Turner thing, no one expected that. The Pacers definitely did not expect that. The Pacers lowballed him because they're like, no one has money, nobody can sign this guy. But the Bucks found a way.
And then he didn't even give them a chance to match, I'm pretty sure. He just left.
No, I mean, I half don't blame him. It's a rebuild year, and also they've literally had his name in trade rumors.
I get it. But the fans loved him there.
The fans did love him. The fans loved him,
Yeah.
which he like dissed the fans a little bit at the press conference.
I saw it. That was so weird. What a strange move by him.
Yeah, I'm like, the
Like,
fans like you. It's the organization who's putting you in trade rumors.
I saw it and instantly I was like, okay, well, that's not right. That's a little weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that move by him. I mean, whatever, get your money.
Sure.
Also, I don't know. You're signing up to go somewhere that you're Giannis might not be there in a year. So
In a year. I'll be there by the deadline.
he might not be there by the end of this year. So it's like, what are you really doing over there? You're just gonna be hanging out in Milwaukee. Him and his Lego collection get to just chill in the cold. The exciting one here, this is like there's two places here where the Heat fans could be excited. 17% of GMs voted Kasparas Jakubonis, the Heat's rookie, as the biggest steal of the draft. Just for reference, last year, there was a like a five-way tie for biggest steal in the draft, and those were also last year's draft wasn't exciting, so that partially weighs into this.
Yeah.
But Bub Carrington, Devin Carter, Johnny Furphy, Dalton Connect, Terrence Shannon Jr., and Nikola Topic had a five-way tie for steals of the draft. Some of those players are all right, some of those are not all right. So you don't want to put too much weight into this. At the end of the day, it's a rookie, but it is cool to see that people are kind of placing Kasparis that highly.
Just to give him his flowers real quick, Johnny Furphy has been dunking on absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
People in practice, people in summer league. I mean, he is electric.
Is he
That
the one who
guy,
dunked on Noah Essingay? That he had that? It was that like
yes,
the
that was
yeah.
him.
Oh
Yeah, that
man.
was him. He is absolutely electric. I'm excited to watch him play this year just for that. I just want to see him just
I'm,
dunk on the whole league.
I'm so excited that you mentioned that, and somewhat saddened because now I'm gonna have to clip this, and I'm 100% gonna have to put that picture of Noah Essingay getting dunked on. Man, poor kid, dude. Like that's the way you get introduced to the league. No, that kid's got hops. Johnny Furphy can ball, and
Yeah,
Nikola
I mean,
Topic looks good too. He's
yeah, I mean,
OKC might have got another one.
yeah, that's insane. It's just the rich get richer, you
The
know.
rich get richer, yeah.
But I
Ace
mean,
Bailey is also looking really good so far.
did you see the report today though?
What
Apparently, he's
report?
dealing with tendonitis in both of his knees.
Oh, I did
Yeah,
not see that report.
yeah,
In both knees?
both knees.
That's rare.
For someone
Wow.
so young, that's not
That's
a good sign.
no. Wow.
I mean, could be nothing, could be,
Yeah, I'm like,
but
hopefully he's
that's
fine. That would suck because he does look really talented. Like despite all the drama around the draft time where his agent was being weird and trying to force his way to, were they trying to force him to the Wizards?
I believe he was trying to force his way to
Somewhere on the East Coast.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Utah said, F you, we're taking him. And shout
Then
out
there
to
was
them.
reports that he wasn't going to show up.
Yeah, like, are
And
you
it took
really
a
not?
couple of days, and I don't know. It's just strange. Honestly, I mean, happy for him that he looked good in that preseason game, but I honestly thought I was like, this kid is going to be a bust.
He
Like
fired his agent.
he did.
He
Yeah, I
did.
saw that.
So he was just maybe he was just represented wrong, but he looks good
Maybe.
so
Yeah.
far. He looks good so far. Carter Bryant also looks good. Joan Beringer, I haven't seen anything from him. Asa Newell last night against us. He looks pretty good. I like him. He's like 6'11" or 7 feet, and he could shoot the ball. He wasn't like biting on pumps too often. He seems like a good player for the Hawks. So I think this draft is good. We'll talk about this more later, but I do think this is a exciting draft. And next year's draft also seems pretty exciting. So a lot of talent entering the league. And then this is where Heat fans will probably get upset. I am to some extent. And it gets worse as I'm going to continue. It just gets
Boy,
worse.
does it. Yeah.
So best defensive player, right? 80% voted for Wemby. Understandable.
Sure.
I get it. It's just overall best defensive player. Yeah. Rudy and Mobley got 7% of the vote. Giannis and Dort got 3% of the vote. A name that's missing on this list. Do you think one is missing from this list, perchance?
I mean, down from here on, it's missing all the way down. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's no Bam Adebayo on anywhere on any defensive ranking list. So best perimeter defender. I don't know, maybe Bam, right? Bam's pretty good at that. No. Dyson Daniels with 31%. Alex Caruso with 24%. Amen Thompson with 22. Lou Dort, 14. Drew Holiday, still, with 7%. Osar Thompson with 2. Not one vote for Bam. Best
Insane, man.
interior defender, Wemby, 80%. Somewhat understandable.
Sure.
Rudy, 10%. Okay. And then AD, Mobley, and Zubac? Zubac is a better interior defender than Bam Adebayo?
The next one is what really.
And then, yeah, this is the worst one. This is the absolute worst one. So maybe you're like, okay, but Bam's not like an interior or a perimeter defender. He's a do-it-all
Correct.
kind of guy, right? So that's why they have the most versatile defenders in the league. Where is he on this list? Oh, he's not. He's not. It's
Number 2 on this list is Draymond Green, by the way.
and almost number 1. He got 17%.
Don't get me wrong. Draymond is an elite defender. He was even more so elite a couple years ago. This is not the same Draymond from a couple years ago. What are we doing?
Draymond Green's old as shit.
What are we doing?
He's still one of the better ones, sure, but not the best. And then Amen Thompson, look, all the flowers to him. I don't necessarily think he's a better versatile defender than Bam yet. Like maybe one day, but I don't think Amen Thompson can guard centers the way Bam can. But regardless, Giannis, sure, deserving of votes. But then Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley. I think Bam's a better perimeter defender than Evan Mobley. Victor Wembanyama, sure. OG Anunoby and Lou Dort, like these guys are more versatile than Bam.
And then even you go to also
Receiving votes.
receiving votes, and he can't even make the also receiving votes list.
Not one
It's
vote.
how. But you know
Yeah,
what? I mean, it's fine. Like I hope he sees all this. He for sure sees all this.
yeah.
These guys try to say, "Oh no, I don't pay attention to any of that." He sees this.
He
I
sees
hope
it.
he uses this fuel, and like
Shuts people down.
remind people. I mean, I don't even know. It's not like he had a down year last year. Offensively, he had a down year,
Offensively,
but defensively, Bam he's always gonna be
I
Bam.
think the Heat were still top 10 in defense last year. Who do you think was doing the defense? It wasn't
Yeah,
Tyler
like
Hero.
I don't understand how he can't make any of these. Like I'm not saying he has to be number one, two, but at least on the list. What more does this guy have to do?
I, I, I truly, that was, I get, I really did somewhat understand each individual thing. Like best defensive player, sure. Best perimeter defender, sure. Best interior defender, sure. But surely, when you get to most versatile defenders, surely Bam had to be on there.
Can
It was,
guard 1 through 5. Can guard. He's 6'9". He can guard centers. He can
yeah,
guard your point guard. He can guard your shooting guard. He can guard the three. Like
he's
what?
historically been one of the best defenders on Joel Embiid and on Giannis. Historically, at six
I
nine.
I don't understand it.
It's disrespectful. Yeah, I hope that this knee injury is nothing. I hope that Bam comes in this year and has the best year of his career. This guy was on the Olympic team, getting minutes, like a lot of minutes, and whatever, man, whatever. It's
He'll be on every single Olympic team going forward. By the way, I mean
oh,
he's the kind of player you need for that. The guy that doesn't need the ball. He'll guard whoever you ask him to guard.
a
Like
versatile defender.
yeah, a versatile defender. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, man, I feel for him. I mean, I get that he probably won't win a depoy anymore because of Victor existing, and Victor is a monster. You're kind of like preying on his
Yeah,
downfall to have a year where Bam can win it at this point, for anyone to win it at this point, because this guy's gonna average 5 blocks a game. He's a freak of nature.
yeah. It's over. Like no one's gonna win one for a long time.
If Victor is healthy, it's just write it. It's his award
Yeah,
for the next 10 years. He's insane. But then okay, we got disrespected. The Heat get disrespected here, but then we got some respect, which well deserved. We start talking about coaches. Who's the best head coach in the NBA? Eric Spoelstra. He wins again. 52% of people still voted Eric Spoelstra. Mark Dagnall received 34%, which was an increase for him, but deservingly so. I mean, they just won a championship
yeah.
and with a bunch of young players. So regardless of the talent, there's still coaching required to make a young team win a championship and to play against the Denver Nuggets, to play against the Pacers, who are a team like any other we've ever seen, probably.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the respect to him. Tyronn Lue also received votes. Rick Carlisle. I'm actually surprised Rick Carlisle didn't receive more votes here, but still,
I would have expected him to be in the top 3. Yeah.
yeah. He's a great coach. Nick Nurse. Kind of surprised because Philly didn't even do anything last year. There's just some like residual respect for Nick Nurse.
Yeah, that feels like yeah, he was a really good coach with the Raptors. So
Yeah, I think it's been,
let's just still put him up here.
yeah, it's been a while, but sure. I will say that last year Eric Spoelstra had 69% nice of the votes. So there was a little bit of a downtick for him this year, but that's fine. He's still respected. There's no disrespect there.
Somehow still can't wait coach of the year though. It's
No,
crazy.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever will. I do have him as there's like like an inkling of a chance this year if the right things happen, but I don't think it'll happen. It's more likely someone else. Then when you start getting into the specific coaching voting, best manager, motivator of people, I didn't think Eric Spoelstra was going to win this one, but he did. 28% of people still had Eric Spoelstra, 24% Ime Udoka, so that makes sense to me as the top two. Steve Kerr, Joe Mazzulla, and Tyronn Lue are the other ones, and then a bunch of other coaches received votes, making sense. Eric Spoelstra had more last year. He was 37%, but I mean, I think I hate the Celtics. I love Joe Mazzulla. I think he's a really cool coach. He's a weirdo in the best ways, I think. So I'm not mad that he received some votes. You need specific players to play for him, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't have him as a motivator of people necessarily,
I mean,
but
he's just gonna tell you to watch the town.
the town and and say something really grim, like you're not dead. So
Say
what does it
something like
matter?
something really dark and like whatever. Like I don't know.
I did. He recently had a press conference where he was defending one of their draft picks. I think it was Hugo Gonzalez, I believe is his name. There was like reports coming out that Hugo was having trouble understanding the team in practice. And Joe Mazzulla's like, I don't know where those reports came from, and that's really disrespectful. He understands English. He's been doing fine. Like, I don't think people should be reporting that. So he normally is like, doesn't give direct answers. He normally gives just vague, grim answers about life.
Yeah.
But he was pretty direct about that one. And I respected that because yeah, unless you know for sure that he literally does not speak English, why would you report that this guy's
Yeah,
having?
that's weird. That's
Yeah,
weird. Why is that even a report that's out there?
yeah. So I get him not liking that. Best in-game adjustments. Here's where Eric Spoelstra doesn't take the lead, which, as a Heat fan, especially in the regular season, I could see why Eric Spoelstra didn't necessarily take the lead on
I
this
mean,
part.
yeah.
Tyronn Lue, you know, he's one of the better
Sure,
coaches in the league.
sure.
Mark Dagnall, he also has the most fun toolbox in the whole league to play with, but he did use his toolbox effectively to make adjustments. And then Rick Carlisle and Eric Spoelstra were the next people on that list. So good coaches. Which head coach runs the best offense? To no surprise, Eric Spoelstra is not at the top of this list.
Yeah, no, I would be surprised if he was anywhere near this list.
It might change this year, but last year, 100% no. Rick Carlisle, obviously, they had the most fun offense on the Pacers.
Yeah.
Kenny Atkinson with Cleveland, Chris Finch in Minnesota, Mark Dagnall, Steve Kerr, a bunch of other names just
I hate
receiving
that
votes.
Steve Kerr was up there.
Yeah,
But
it's like
whatever, right?
you have Steph. Like
Yeah.
you
Like
literally have Steph.
what are we
You don't
doing?
run the best offense. Steph.
What are we doing?
But and then best defense, Mark Dagnall is at the top, Ime Udoka, and then Eric Spoelstra at number 3. So, whatever. It's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not too mad about any of those.
Typical Miami prison hoops.
Ma- gotta love prison hoops. Gotta love prison hoops. This year we're playing fast, supposedly. We'll see how long it
We'll
lasts.
see. We'll see, yeah.
They are playing faster in preseason, but it's they're also turning the ball over a lot. So we'll
They
see
also
how that
can't hit a
works.
shot to save their life right now.
No.
You know what this team could use? A Duncan Robinson.
I agree. Look, I will say Simone Fontecchio is looking like a pretty decent Duncan Robinson replacement. He also got elbowed in the face. No, not elbowed, headbutt in the face and started bleeding during last night's game. And there was not a foul called because
Sure.
why would we call a foul on the Heat?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, he ended
Obviously, I'm trolling. Like, I think the offense would look different once Tyler's out there, but they
yeah.
really could use a shooter like Duncan.
They could not, a
Yeah,
movement shooter would be really nice.
yeah.
I do think Norm is going to be surprising, but also like he might be the only shooter on this team, unless Kel'el Ware is shooting like 50% from 3 in preseason right now. If Kel'el Ware can shoot 35% in the regular season, 40%, and some of the shots that he's been taking,
40% would be wow. I mean,
some
if
of
he
the
could shoot
shots he's been
40,
taking are crazy. Like I don't know. The ceiling is high. The ceiling is high with Mr. Kel'el
I
Ware.
hope so, man. That Moger concerns me sometimes.
Oh yeah, he gets sleepy. He definitely
Yeah,
gets sleepy.
yeah.
There's hope though. There's hope. I'm telling you, my solution that I think the Heat need to rely on, it's pretty obvious, it's pretty clear. Get him a prescription of Adderall, man.
Okay,
Lock him the
okay.
fuck in. Just
That
he has
could be the move.
trouble staying locked in. You take your Adderall like at 3 p.m. It peaks, you kind of chill out, and then he's locked in for the game. He's locked in for the game. I think I'm like half joking, honestly. I really do think that like he either needs like a fuck ton of caffeine,
Some
something,
insane pre-workout.
yeah, some really good pre-workout, something to like wake him up a little bit. Because even his interviews, like he's respectful, he's fine, but he's just kind of just chilling. He's just chilling. Very big Brandon Ingram vibes in the worst ways possible when
I
it
will
comes
say
to his demeanor.
I like how he responds to Spo's tough coaching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so far so good on the responses.
And I think Spo realizes like this is a guy that like I can't like be nice to and like, oh, like, we need you to do this. It's like, no, like, hey, sometimes like you fucking fall asleep, like this, that, whatever, like you're not contributing in winning basketball. And then he responds.
there was
I
a
think Spo realizes that he needs some tough love.
There was a play. There was two back-to-back plays last night. In the third quarter, Kel'el Ware got the ball inbounded to him. It like slipped through his fingers and like rolled between his legs, and the Hawks stole it. Uh, they ended up missing. We get the rebound. They're running back up the court. Kalel's like set up to get the offensive rebound, and it like slips through his hands again. And immediately the Hawks score, and Spo gets him out. Spo's like, "You're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
done here." I will say, And it's not right, but every single time he's in there with the G Leaguers, he's asleep. He's like, I don't really want to play with these guys.
And like I get it, like, but you have to, like
Yeah,
they're
but
expecting you to show something.
you're still a sophomore. Like you're not anything
Yeah,
in this league yet.
you're not like an established starter in this league. Like, brother, you can be out the league tomorrow.
Yeah, he could. It's just crazy the moment that like a playmaker's in there, like someone who like has any ability to pass the ball, he's awake again. But then nobody else is in, and he's like, just kind of lollygagging around. It's not really
Just
doing much.
whatever. My
Yeah.
spot is safe.
So we'll see. I still have high hopes from this season. It'll be a fun year. He might be trade bait for us for all we know. We don't know what the Heat are planning, but we'll end this segment here. We'll jump into some rapid fire questions right after this. Stay tuned. And we're back. All right, Jose. We're gonna play just some rapid fire questions. I'm just gonna shoot some at you. Just gonna get your honest response, your take, your opinion. Right? None of this is necessarily rooted in fact, rooted in anything necessarily real. Just wondering what you think, what we think. First and foremost, there's been reports that the Jazz are very open to trading Lauri Markkanen. Would you trade for Lauri Markkanen?
No.
Hmm.
No.
Interesting.
What does Laurie, Bam, and Tyler do for you? Gets you a top 3 seed in the East, and then what?
Maybe a trip to the
And
Eastern
then what?
Conference Finals. Maybe.
Maybe. Big maybe.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I think Markin is a good player, but it's not what
Yeah.
the Heat need. The Heat are missing a guy. They're missing what Jimmy Butler used to be for us.
They need we need a 1A. Yeah.
Yeah, we need a 1A.
And
Lowry's
he's,
like a 2,
yeah,
maybe. Like Lowry could be the third best guy on the championship team.
second or third, depending on the player. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
also making $46 million this year, and that's going up to $53 million by 2028. So which it
I mean,
actually, even though the money's going up, the percent of the cap goes down. So by 2028, he's only 26% of the cap because
yeah.
the league is just making a ton of money. But still, it is a lot. I don't know what you would even like. I'd imagine you have to trade a lot for him to get
Like
him.
don't get me wrong. Like I like Lowry All-Star 2 years ago, whatever. Like he's not bad, but that move would have to be followed by another move.
Would have to be another move. Yeah. Would you
Yeah.
would you rather have Laurie Markkinen or Tyler Hero on your team? If it was just a 1-to-1 swap in a world where they want a younger player, we get an older player.
Man, that's a tough one.
Not that the Jazz would do this. I don't. They have a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah.
but just
But I mean, you have to pay Tyler. Tyler's probably going to be
in the 40
around the
million ish.
40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would take Laurie just because less years, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
He's
get off the
already.
money sooner.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. But it's a wash. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think we would necessarily get worse or we would get
We would
better
get
because
more
of it.
European. That's for sure.
We would get more European, which Europeans run the NBA these days. So
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe Laurie comes here and he turns into a god.
Yeah, like keep bringing over all the Europeans. We're not even going to speak English on this team anymore. Bam's going to have to learn a new language. It's fine. But yeah, I think I'm with you. I feel like I used to be higher up on the idea of trading for him, and then the more I've thought
Me
about it,
too.
maybe that was when Butler was still here.
I when we still had Jimmy, I was pushing for it for a while. Like especially I think it was before Laurie's All-Star year, maybe during his All-Star year. I was
Yeah,
like, man, they should really try to trade for Laurie. And
yeah, because he
then
can space the floor. It'd be nice, like a
yeah,
second scorer with Jimmy, who's big. It would be,
but now
but
with no Jimmy and no main guy, like I just don't see what it would do for this team. Like
no.
it wouldn't change anything.
And I don't think I would trade Ware for him. I'd rather have the prospects.
Nah, I'd rather keep the potential of where, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm with you. All right, and I think I know your answer to this, based on your previous answers. What do you expect from Jaylen Brown this season?
Look, obviously I'm a Celtics hater,
Yeah,
but
clearly.
but I've always been on the side that I think Jaylen Brown is sometimes better than Tatum.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and I think he knows this. He has to have an amazing year with no Tatum because the noise is gonna get real loud if he doesn't.
Yeah,
The what people are gonna start saying about him is not gonna be pretty. So he needs to have like he needs to step up and be that guy. Like he needs to prove like, hey, I'm not the one B on this team. Like I can be the number one. So I mean, I if I'm not mistaken, he probably averaged like I think he averaged 24 or 25 last year. I would be surprised if he wasn't like in the 27, 28.
It's funny you say that number. I was listening to the mismatch and they actually talked about Jaylen Brown, and apparently, historically, in all the games Jaylen Brown has played that Jason Tatum has not played. And obviously, like they've had good teams for all their career, so he's been surrounded by other good players. It wasn't like him and a bunch of scrubs like it will be kind of this year. But in all those games, he averaged 27, 7, and 4 without Jason Tatum. He's probably going to score more than that, right? Like
You would
this,
think, yeah.
like he's going to have the ball in his hands, and they love to shoot threes on that team. So yeah, it's going to be, and to your point, I didn't think about it this way, but it is almost like another tryout year for him because they're probably evaluating everything.
They have to. I mean, they're rebuilding. They're not re. I don't want to say rebuilding, but they're retooling around what they
Retooling.
already have. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a quick turnaround for them. 1-2 year rebuild. See who's staying. See who's not. Jaylen Brown is basically auditioning for them. I mean,
yeah, yeah, you're right. That's man. I don't think the Celtics are going to win a lot of games personally, but I do think he's going to score a lot. And
I think they're gonna be better than people are expecting, man.
yeah, I mean, there's a
I
lot of
think
wins to
I
be
think
had.
they're at the they. I think they'll be in the play-in.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to intentionally tank. I don't think
No.
that's not a thing that I don't imagine Joe Mazzulla ever being
Unless
willing.
exactly. I think Missoula is a lot like Spo in the way that he's not gonna throw the season away. He's trying to win games.
Yeah,
Like
he's not going to
he's
go
not
out there.
going in. Yeah, he's not going in like we have our picks. Like let's try to lose as many games possible. Like I'm gonna throw these guys out there. No.
This is the guy who, when they asked him what's one thing you would like to add to the league, it was that like coin rule he had, where he had like 3 chips and you could use to cash them in to fight another
Yep.
coach.
To fight. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that he's willing
I'm
to,
telling you, they will be in the
surrender.
play-in. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, that, and I mean, shit, in a playing game, a team that shoots a bunch of threes, I wouldn't necessarily want to play against them in the play-in if
And
I'm,
I mean, I hate to say it, but if Anthony is playing like that, like
yeah,
man,
and
that's
and
scary.
Creighton
That's
Pritchard is
scary.
a motherfucker. Derek
Yeah.
White is still a
The
good
bench is
player.
obviously dog shit, but hey.
They're not going to be able to stop people from scoring. They don't have
No,
any
no, no,
centers
no.
anymore. But yeah, no, you're right. I like it. I like Jaylen Brown going into the season. I think he'll be good. And then we talked about this a little earlier, but so just to ask it, is Tatum coming back this season?
I think that would be a massive mistake.
I agree.
Massive mistake.
Yeah,
That like would it be impressive? Sure. Like it would be cool. Like honestly, it would be. That would be
that
like
would be
an
super
impressive
cool.
turnaround.
Yeah.
That would be an impressive turnaround. But man, you're risking like throwing this guy's career away.
Did you see
If he
the
tears that Achilles again, like it's over.
Did you see his new commercial for the Jordan brand?
I did not.
It was narrated by Coach K. It was really sick. The whole like line was Jason Tatum will never be the same. And it's like, yeah, he'll never be the same. He's gonna like practice his ass off, work his ass off. He's gonna be better than
Okay.
he ever was. It was pretty cool. It was a sick hype reel.
I gotta check that out. But yeah, I think it would be a massive mistake if they brought him back. Like you
I
guys
agree.
aren't winning the championship. Like
No,
you're not trying to make a deep playoff run. Like
just rest
why
your guy.
why why even risk it? Take the year off, come back next year after a full yeah, at that point it would be like a year and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He'd have yeah. That he'd be so rested, so
that's
nice.
what it took KD to come back. It was like a year and a half. Do the same thing, man.
Just chill. Yeah, don't try to win this season. Like, don't try to win that hard. At least where you're putting your
Yeah.
best player into positions where, because if Jason Tatum comes back and then you're in a play-in game, that's a lot of like extra stress that you're putting on that guy's
That
body.
makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh, this next question is a tough one for me to even ask. Has Father Time finally caught up to LeBron? He's suffering from sciatica, which is the
Yeah.
oldest condition that someone in the league could possibly have. The recovery timeline is 6 to 10 weeks. This is something that happens to people as they enter their 40s and 50s, which LeBron is turning 41. Does have a chance for recurrence, which is the thing about sciatica. For those who don't know what sciatica is, it's like a nerve condition and it is like crippling pain. that just occurs randomly throughout your day. So if he is suffering from sciatica, it's not like he could feel good one moment and then feel absolutely terrible the next moment. Uh, yeah, the bigger question, is this going to break his streak for all NBA? Is he is he done for this year for all NBA?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I mean, you would think if he's gonna miss that much time, he might
I,
not be eligible.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if he misses 2 months now, then he pretty much can't miss anymore.
He would have to be healthy the rest of the year,
Which
which
that
is unlikely for
on
someone his age.
it's we're seeing the twilight years of LeBron, man. It's sad. We're
You know
both
what I
like
didn't like?
what?
He gets hurt and then instantly they're like, LeBron's gonna be watching the Lakers.
That was
How
yeah.
good do you expect him to be without you?
Also, who's trading for you, LeBron, man? Like
That's another thing. Nobody's trading for you, man.
you're suffering
What
from sciatica.
what does 41-year-old LeBron cost? Like
Uh,
who's gonna trade anything real for him?
that's the thing. I love LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan for life. I don't necessarily
100%, 100%.
I
But
don't
come
love
on,
all the
let's
things
be
that they
real,
say and
brother.
do. Yeah, like you're 41 years old, brother. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone has counted you out every year since you've turned like 34. There's like this fuckery can't go on for long, and it's just
Sure, sure.
kept going on constantly. But at this point, like we don't even know when your last year is going to be. It might be next year. It might be this year, for all we
I mean,
know.
he pump faked everyone the other day with the decision. That was so whack.
That
I thought
was
for sure it was going to be his retirement.
you see, they're trying to sue him. A fan is trying
I
to
saw
sue LeBron.
for $860.
I'm sorry. If you bought tickets in advance because you really thought that he was announcing it, like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
I
Everybody
didn't
like
think it was going to be an ad, though.
I thought it was gonna be a Prime Day ad because that was the first day of Prime, and he has that
Oh,
partnership
was
with
it?
Amazon. Yeah, it was the first day of
Oh
Prime.
man.
So I
You
really
see,
thought it was.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was like, oh, this guy's gonna announce his retirement.
No, I totally thought it was a Prime Day ad, but it was a Hennessy ad, which I don't think LeBron even fucking drinks Hennessy. He drinks wine.
LeBron does. Yeah, come on. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
I was
Everybody
like,
knows he's addicted to wine.
yeah, like this guy does not drink alcohol. Maybe he will when he's retired, but yeah, it sucks, man. I don't know. Like, retire a Laker, dude. Retire a Laker or sign a cheap contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers next year or something. Like, do something else, but don't. You can't demand a trade.
Yeah, no, I mean,
There's not a trade out there for him,
no one's gonna give up anything.
and that's not to say he can't perform because he's still gonna put up good numbers when he's healthy this year. Like,
Oh no, for sure. I mean, unless like this is the year where like you see a like real decline,
I don't
which
think
I doubt.
I don't think we're ever gonna see that. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
retire before that happens. Like,
which is insane. He's 41. It should have happened already.
it should have happened already, but like
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening. But there's no one's going to trade for that contract with the question mark of what does he want for his
The
next
thing is,
contract.
no one even like has the contracts to trade for him. That's
Yeah,
the other thing.
it's an awkward situation. I mean,
Because
I
then you
trade
get
Terry Rozier
into
for him.
the whole apron,
Yeah.
first, second apron,
Oh my
hard
god.
tapped against this apron, like
You know, from my
the
playing around with the
disgusting
trade
CBA.
machine. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was playing around with the trade machine for way too many hours the other day, and it's frustrating to try to make a trade. I feel bad for these GMs.
yeah.
It's not
The
fun.
trades you sent me were absolutely insane.
Because you
I've
have to
never
put
seen that many players in one
Because
trade.
you have to fill in this. Like it's like no, this team can only send out 45 million and take back 36. So you need. It's
Right,
like,
right, right.
holy shit, dude! Like you can't just do these chill trades where you send one guy out,
No,
another guy back in. It's like no,
doesn't exist anymore.
there's a bunch of random names going to random places. So yeah, okay. Next, more fun question: is this possibly the best draft class since 2018?
Yeah, I I I don't see how it's not right.
Yeah. So the 2018 draft class, just so people have some context here, this was the draft that had Luka Doncic going at 3. We can ignore the first 2 picks, DeAndre and Marvin Bagley. It had Jared Jackson going at 4, Trae Young at 5, and then some other notable names on this list: Mikal Bridges, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Miles Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., Dante DiVincenzo, Kevin Herter, Grayson Allen, Anthony Simons, Mo Wagner, There's a lot of pretty good people, and Jaylen Brunson in the second round of this draft, by the way. Yeah, a lot of good players in this draft, but man, I've been looking. Look, I know it's preseason, but Cooper Flag looks like the best prospect in a very long time. He looks complete. He also has just a fuck you to his game that's very reminiscent of a Kevin Garnett in the sense of like he's going at
Plays
guys,
both sides. Like,
plays both sides, and he's good at it already, which you don't usually see rookies who are like defensively ready. I think he's gonna be able to lock some people up. Dylan Harper for the Spurs looks pretty good already. VJ Edgecombe, I'm personally in love with, even though he plays for the Stinkers.
every Heat fan should be in love with him. He's a reincarnation of Jimmy, and he's a mix of Jimmy and D Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is explosive as shit. He's trying to yam it on everybody. He looks really cool. Ace Bailey, tendonitis aside, looks pretty good.
he looks good. Yeah,
Trey Johnson for the Wizards is looking really good, like looking like they actually got a good pick with him. Shout out to them for getting effed in the draft. Con Knipple for the Hornets is looking pretty nice. Even Carter Bryant, Chinese Jokic, Mr. Hanson Yang.
and he reminds me so much of Pau Gasol. When
Oh,
I see him play, to
yeah.
me, it's just it just looks exactly like Pau.
It's the same like kind of mannerisms. The same
Yes,
mannerisms.
the way he dribbles up the court, like
He might
everything
actually
he
be good.
does.
He,
No, I think he's good. I
he
was clowning them when they dropped it. I was like, what the fuck did they just do? But I think he's good.
I need to check this just to be sure. But there was reports that Portland's preseason games were getting more views than the recent NBA finals because China watching Hansen Yang.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. But then, of course, yeah, the China backing, of course,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure. That would not surprise me.
I mean, I need to,
And
I need to,
they love basketball
yeah.
over there.
Blazers summer league games had higher TV ratings in China. Oh, in China specifically than the
Yeah,
2025 NBA finals. But that's crazy. I mean, the Chinese do love basketball and they want to see their guy. They want to see him play basketball.
yeah.
He looks cool. I like him. Kaspers Yagachonis, obviously, in his limited time playing for the Heat, has been really exciting.
We'll see how much he plays this year, but yeah,
Dude, I mean, I said this on my last pod, but Spo called him a pit bull, which is probably the highest compliment Spo can give someone. Uh, he is just locked in on defense, hounding. He is a natural playmaker. Like he doesn't make just the easy passes that lead to easy assists. He has vision for
yeah.
making the right move, making the right play. He's a very willing passer. The first play, honestly, and like this is a high bar to set for him, but very reminiscent of Goran Dragic and like the first playmaker we've
I
had
was
like
gonna
that.
say, I love how instantly they had him working with Goran.
Dude, Steve Nash tutored Goran. Goran is tutoring Cass. If that's going, it's exciting. And then I have to mention this one. I don't know how locked in you are to Chris Youngblood.
Chris Youngblood, not locked in at all, actually.
I think he's a second round draft pick. I saw the name and I thought it was fake. So I had to just bring up Mr. Chris Youngblood that I think he's like a 23-year-old rookie. Shout out to Chris Youngblood. That's what they used to call me actually in high school. So I'm I just want him to make the league just because that name is really, really
That's a
good.
really good name.
Yeah, just
Really good name.
young blood coming up the court, like young blood with the dunk. I'm ready for that one. Okay, I think I have your answer to this one, but will the Heat be a top 6 seed in the East?
Man, look, I have very, very low expectations for them, but
Rightly so.
I don't know. The East is so weak. I would like to say that like the delusional Heat fan in me is like this should be like a 4 or 5 seed team.
If we're healthy.
Yeah, if we're healthy and everything goes right, I mean,
So
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say this is the year they won't be in the play-in.
I think so. Just to go over some, I've gone over win totals before, but the Hoop Collective podcast, they were kind of talking about like where they have people at. Um, and the Dunked On podcast as well. They've had Cleveland and New York obviously as a top 2 in the East. Most people do, rightfully so. After that, most people have Orlando at number 3, which probably is right if they're healthy. I think Jalen Suggs being injured is a little bit more of an issue for them than people are realizing because they added Desmond Bain for the outside shooting. But if they lost their only other outside shooter, then they're kind of in the same spot they were in last year in terms of their ability to space the floor. Obviously, last year they were super injury riddled. So if they're just even a little healthier than they were last year, then they should win more. So I think them as the top three, I'm kind of fine with that. I don't think we're better than any of those teams in the regular season. Atlanta, most people have ahead of us at 45 wins ish. I'm I'm okay with that. They've added some talent. I could see it. And then after that, it starts getting questionable. Milwaukee, uh, I don't know if they win more games than us in the regular season or not. That's a question on, does Giannis stay in Milwaukee and does he miss any games? Because if he misses any games,
I
they
don't
lose those
even
games.
think it. I don't even think it matters if he misses any games. They're just not a very good roster, for
You mean you
being
don't have
honest.
faith of Kevin Porter Jr. starting shooting guard for the Milwaukee
Or
Bucks?
like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's like they
Like,
have
I
two.
like Giannis, I like Miles, but then you have like Kuzma and Kevin Porter Jr. It's like,
Oh, I forgot about Kuzma. Yeah, is Kuzma
yeah,
their
like
third
what?
best player?
Probably, which is that's pretty bad. And then
Yeah.
can you tell me who's on their bench?
I think Gary Trent Jr. maybe.
Gary Trent Jr. Correct.
Yeah,
Which I mean, I like Gary Trent Jr. Good shooter, sure, but like
yeah.
they have his brothers,
They have all of his brothers now.
all the brothers.
Yeah, that's none of them are good at basketball. Cole
They
Anthony.
signed Cole Anthony. I mean, I don't
Cole
mind
Anthony's
Cole
decent. I
Anthony, but
like him.
sure.
They
Gary
still have
Harris.
Bobby
I
Portis is
mean,
still there. Like they have all right guys, but
and at the end of the day, I mean, Doc Rivers is their coach, so
that's also true. That's also true. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't really have them above us necessarily. Like I wouldn't be. I'm not locking us in above them, but also I don't have them locked above us. I definitely don't have Toronto above the Heat. Like I
no,
don't. I have no faith in that roster. Chicago.
nah, no, no, no.
The Pistons, I think, will probably have a better season than us. Probably.
The Pistons are a very interesting team.
I like Cade Cunningham a lot. I'm a
Oh wow! I
big Cade
mean,
Cunningham guy.
I would do insane things to have Kate Cunningham on the Heat.
Yeah, like I really like Cade Cunningham.
Yeah,
He's a guy. So that's if you have Cleveland, New York, Orlando, and Detroit as like my top four, and then Atlanta, if you sneak them in even, that's like five teams. We just have to be better than one of those other teams. Better than Milwaukee, better than Toronto, better than Chicago.
sure. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this should be the year that we're finally not in the play-in. And I mean, like Atlanta, like I feel like Porzingis is always guaranteed to miss games.
I mean, he had AIDS last year. Not
He did have supposed AIDS last
some
year.
unknown,
Some
to be
unknown,
absolutely
who
clear,
knows what?
it has
Yeah,
not been reported that Porzingis had AIDS, but he had some unknown ailment that had him out from like February until the playoffs. That he is still saying he doesn't know what was wrong with him.
I don't understand that.
That
How can NBA doctors not figure out what was wrong with
yeah,
him?
you have access to the best doctors in the league. What the hell happened to you?
Unless like
Unless
he
it's
did
AIDS and he
have,
doesn't want to say he
yeah.
has
That's
AIDS.
why that's why everyone instantly went to AIDS, the worst thing possible.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, it's like, yo, you've been sick for 5 months. Like, what's going on? Like, are you okay?
no,
Like,
no, yeah, we can't figure it out. Then you have AIDS.
yeah, have you considered taking a test? We both know someone in our past who was terrified of this, who never wanted to take the test, and it's like it's a very easy way to get the answer. If you don't know what's going wrong, you just take
Yeah,
the test, dude. You take the test, and then you'll know. But yeah, assuming he's healthy, I mean, they're going to be really good. But that's a big assumption because even aside from his sickness, he usually gets injured throughout the season. He wasn't even before that, like in the Celtics championship run, he was out for most of their playoff run, like throughout like their first like three playoff series during that season. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a year that we could be out of the play. And obviously, again, like as we both said, Heat fans should not have expectations going into this season. The expectation should be Bam have a bounce back year. Tyler pick up where he left off. Andrew Wiggins and Norman Powell either establish themselves as players we want to keep or establish themselves as trade value. Where have a growth season, which, more so develop consistency. Hawk as desperately needs a bounce back season. Terry Rozier desperately needs to get off this team in whatever way
wow,
possible.
wow. You might they might be forced to play him just so he can build some sort of value.
Is that possible?
That's the thing. It's like, how do you justify playing him over like Drew Smith
Or Davion Mitchell?
or Davion Mitchell?
Or
Yeah.
freaking Casper? Just play Casper.
Or even, yeah, like let's say injuries happen. How do you justify playing him over even Cass? Like,
I had a friend texting me saying, like, we should just try to trade Terry for like a second round pick. I'm like, people don't even want to do that. They want us to attach a pick.
to attach a pick, yeah. Which is insane because I think he like a $24 million expiring. You would
Yeah.
think some team will want that money off of their books,
Please,
but
man. Hopefully we could sneak into like if some other team is making a trade like during the season, we just sneak him in as a salary filler to help facilitate a trade. I hope because wow. But okay, obviously Terry Rozier is not going to be in the answer to this next question, but generally speaking, not just Heat anywhere. What are some players that you're really excited to watch this season? Just whether it's a young player who's like growing, a rookie, or an older player, just who are you most excited to watch as a fan of the NBA?
uh I'm excited to watch Ant, honestly. I saw a report that said that this was like the first year where he completely locked in. Like he's stayed off of social media all summer.
You're
Like
right. There hasn't
he
been any weird things of him doing anything controversial this offseason.
nothing. Like he supposedly is just completely locked in. I'm excited to see if he can take an even like bigger leap,
If he can, it's
which
going to be scary.
which I think he can. So I'm excited to see that. Excited to see Skinny Luca.
Skinny Luca is going to be a sight for sore eyes. Yeah.
And then another is Skinny Zion.
Yep.
Can Zion stay skinny
Yeah,
the
can
whole
Ozempic
year?
Zion get the
Yeah.
job done?
Can he can he stay healthy is the biggest thing.
I hope so badly, dude, because he is so
If
fun to watch when he's healthy.
every time he's healthy and on the court, it's amazing.
Would
He
you
does
trade for
insane
Zion
things. Oh man.
right now before
The fit
knowing?
would be so nasty. Like it would not be good.
Yeah,
We
we'd have to figure it out for sure.
yeah, the fit would be so bad, but just the excitement of the prospect and I'm just so down bad for anyone nasty.
So down. I miss having like a guy
Yeah,
because Bam is awesome. I love Bam, but he's
but
not.
he's not, yeah.
His excitement's on the defensive end, and you have to be a real like sicko to love like really good lockdown perimeter transition defense. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, I just want
I
somebody to
would
yam the ball on
just
people's
to
head.
like feel something, you know?
Yeah,
Just to feel something. And just to see, I mean, Zion under the Heat culture would be interesting to watch.
to see if he can stay in shape. Sorry, there's an awkward pause there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. Players that I'm most excited about, not to overlap with you, because a lot of those I am also very excited to see. Obviously, Heat biased, but I'm excited to see where, just because I've been struggling through watching preseason, and he's been my one bright spot. He's like, I didn't check this after last night's game, but prior to last night's game, he's averaging the most points and rebounds of any player in the preseason right now. So just seeing if he can actually live up to what he's looking like he can live up to, because the potential is insane for him. That's up there on the list for me personally. Aside from that, I mean, we talked about it earlier. I'm a huge Cade Cunningham fan. I'm hoping that he could take a leap this year. So I'm really excited to see what the hell Cade Cunningham has in store. Just because I think he has all the right tools. He's just a great player. I've mentioned this before, but he's like also the archetype of player I love. Like just these big, small forward, do it all bully players, kind of like in the vein of LeBron. Paolo's another one in that similar vein, but I think Cade might have a little bit of an edge on him. And then this one this is a deep one. I don't.
Oh
I'm
boy.
excited for both sides of the coin here. I'm excited to see LaMelo Ball play basketball.
Okay.
Because there is just there is nothing better than seeing a guy who very clearly has AirPods on, just running around the court, doing his own thing with no concern. He's taken some crazy shots already in preseason that even his coach is like, come on, man, like you can't be doing that. But I will say he is he is really talented. He just doesn't know when to not shoot the ball. And maybe giving him more benefit of the doubt than he deserves. Maybe that's because he's had a bunch of crap players on his team for the whole time that he's been a player. And he's had to deal with injuries, so he hasn't really been able to be in the flow of things. He has a shooter now in Con Knipple, Brandon Miller was injured for most of last year, so maybe Brandon Miller is healthy. Maybe he has an actual like roster that he can play with and grow with and pass the ball
Sure.
to. Because when he does like to pass, when he decides to pass, he has a good vision for passing. Like he's the most talented of his three brothers. And yeah, I'm just excited one way or the other. Either it's going to be fun because this guy is just going to take one-legged hook shots from three, or because maybe he'll finally put it all together and start like actually passing the ball at the right times.
I feel like this could be LaMelo's last year in Charlotte.
You think they trade him?
It wouldn't surprise me. Like I think it was earlier in the summer, like they apparently want him to be like a better leaguer. And it's like I get that. Like
I don't think
you're
he's
not
the
this
leader.
you're not this young you're not like you're the vet now. You're not like this young, you know?
Mm.
You
That's their
everyone else
fault for not.
around you is the young guy. You're not the young guy anymore.
That's their fault for not building with a vet on the team. That's their fault because as talented as I think LaMelo Ball is, I don't think he's ever going to be a leader of people.
Oh,
That is not his skill set, and that's fine. If he can play basketball well and listen to his coach, that's different. But like some people aren't meant to lead a team, and I really don't think that that's. He's the youngest brother of three, man. Like
I get that.
and we know which brother is obviously like the leader in their brotherhood. It's very clear, and it's not LaMelo. So yeah, if that's what they're relying on, then yeah, they're not going to be happy with his.
It just feels like this could be the last year, and we see them just be like, you know what,
Where does he even
let's
go?
just move on, or they just care enough, they just care about getting asses in the seats, and he can do that for sure.
That he does. He put the
Yeah,
ass in the seats. I'm also another small guard. I'm excited to see John Morant if he can actually be healthy for a year. Like, can he? Can he be healthy and
that's
not
an
shoot a gun?
interesting team.
Both those things for 1 year. Don't shoot a gun and also be healthy.
That's another one that feels like any minute now they might just tear that thing to the ground.
If I think if this year is not good for them, I think it would be another one that's like on the move because you gotta at a
Yeah,
certain point you gotta realize that it's not working. But
for sure.
when he was healthy, was it 4 years ago that they were the one seed?
They were the one seed. Yeah, I mean
They were awesome.
they were awesome. He was awesome, and then it's just been
Just
downhill ever since.
nonstop, nonstop. I mean, he was going to be arguably like the face of the league at one point. He
Yeah.
was getting the
Well,
Gatorade commercials.
yeah. No, you're not wrong. And then it just,
Yeah, yeah, he
it's
did like
just been the fastest downward trajectory ever.
it was a speed run to the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Another question related to people on the move. 1 year from now, who do you think will be the best Antetokounmpo on the Bucks roster?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it'll be Alex.
Okay, Alex will be the best. So Giannis won't be there anymore. Is what I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Giannis is not there and Alex will be the best.
Okay,
Thanasis will go wherever Giannis is going.
Alex is just gonna be like, I'm still
He's
here,
gonna be
guys.
there solo. Yeah.
Look, I've shout out to the TikToks for pushing my videos on the algorithm. I've had some very angry Bucks fans in my TikTok comments regarding
Have
my
you?
yeah, I had a
I mean, what
clip.
do they expect?
They think that this is same media ESPN bullshit that they've been pushing this Giannis trade for 4 years and he never wants to get traded, kind of ignoring that Giannis himself said 6 to 7 months from now I might change my mind. Like I don't think there's anything more clear than that. And then the caveat is if they're good, he probably won't change his mind.
Sure. What are the chances that they're good?
Like again, like to what we're saying, like even if the Bucks have a great season and they're top 4 in the East, what are you doing? Because
It
everyone makes
def-
it seem like, oh yeah, but like you could be the top in the East. Yeah, but then you still have to eventually play one of the guys in the West. You still have to get there. And then you're gonna just get mollywopped. I'm sorry, Giannis can't beat OKC by himself. He can't beat the Nuggets by himself. Like that's not how basketball is played anymore. Like there's just too much
I mean,
talent.
he can't. We don't even have to go to the West. He can't beat the Knicks by himself. He can't beat the Cavs by himself. I don't think. Like,
Yeah, like you're right.
yeah, like
Yeah, you can't beat those teams. Like
even if he was to meet the Heat in the playoffs, I think the Heat could win.
yeah,
Like
like we could take him to 7. Like
at that point, it comes down to coaching.
yeah,
Like
so I think he's gone. And they're mad at me about it. The fans on the
I mean,
TikTokies.
like
I saved the reminder on my phone to go back to that video 6 to 7 months from now and see if Giannis is still on the Heat. So I'll be getting my lick back. But
Right.
yeah, if so, just assuming he does get traded, it's a two-part question. Where would you like to see him go, other than the Heat,
And then
and
they,
and where do you think he will go? Because
where would I
obviously you would like
like
to
to?
see him on the Heat.
Yeah, obviously the Heat, but what if Presti cashes in on all those picks and pairs him with SGA?
It's crazy because I
I know
don't
it's
think
crazy, but
I don't think they would because they
it's
have
so
J-Dub and
realistic.
Chet. But it's like if you did it, like man, like as good as J-Dub is, as good as Chet is, like he's Giannis, and you could just have him next to SGA.
I
I
would be
mean,
surprised if they didn't try, man.
if they didn't at least think about it, like come on,
Look, like
man.
he's not gonna make all those picks. You just can't draft all those. You like you just
No,
can't
yeah,
draft
you can't
everyone. You
draft all
know,
those players.
yeah. Like something has to happen with those
You
picks,
can't have a football roster, man. You're
and
not
it
gonna have.
just it feels like that's the type of move that he would make.
Yeah, I
Like
like
I
that.
understand they just came off a chip and like the team has good chemistry and everything, but we're talking about one of the best
So is
players.
this where you would like to see him, or where you would want to see, or where you think he would go?
Would I like to see? I think I would like to see it. That would be fun as hell.
Where do
I
you
think
think he'll?
SG where I think the New York noise was weird, like that
It,
report.
it is yeah, that is
Yeah,
a little
it
spicy.
feels like I know the league would love it if he went to New York.
I just don't know what can you offer to get
That's
Giannis,
the thing. What would the offer be?
unless
Like
he's
I
going to
mean,
the
hey,
Nets.
look at Luca. They gave nobody else an option. No
That's
one else had a chance. So if the Bucks just want to deal with the Knicks, then hey,
but the Bucks like they have to be a little selfish because like I know he won you a chip. You want to do a little right by him, but you were a pointless franchise for a long time, and free agents aren't going to come to Milwaukee. So like you need to get
you
yourself
have to build through the
something.
draft.
You
You
need
have to
draft
build through the
picks or
draft.
a
Yeah.
really good young prospect or both. Like you can't just do the nicest thing possible and get back a bag of chips.
The Knicks don't really have picks and don't really have anything young to offer.
Unless they're able to like finagle some other like 3 4 way team trades where they're sending Miles. I mean, not Miles. I keep insulting you, Macau. You are a good person, and you are not Miles
you
Bridges.
you're about to call him Miles Bridges.
Yeah, you are a different M Bridges and a good one. Unless they reroute him somewhere, like reroute Josh Hart somewhere, like you'd have to like tear apart the team by the stems. Like,
I mean, yeah, no, it would be hard to pull off, but I don't know. I just thought the timing of it was weird, and like
I mean, it would be so much fun to watch.
I also thought it was just weird to report that. Like,
Why did that? Yeah,
who
like why did
cares
that?
that they were talking?
I don't. Which team leaked that? The Bucks or the Knicks? Because I don't feel like it
Uh
serves either of them, does it?
yeah.
Or is it
Or
the
maybe
Bucks
that
kind
was
of letting
Giannis. Maybe it was
maybe,
Giannis like applying pressure.
like letting them know, like, hey, I'm open. Like,
Yeah.
like we're having combos, by the way.
I don't
I
know, man.
I have there was a report today, like a sneaky option that would be cool with Detroit, like making an all-in move for Giannis that I think would
Oh,
it's like a weird one because no one thinks about it, but it's like
that's usually what happens though, man. Usually it's always like, oh, like this team and this team are talking, and then like a completely out of left field team comes in
I
and
would
makes the trade.
I would love to see a team like Detroit go all in.
That
That
would
would
be Cade and Giannis would be interesting too.
that
Yeah.
would be really cool. Another one that I think would be kind of fun. I don't think they would do it, but the Hawks. If the Hawks,
Okay.
if the Hawks made a trade, putting Trey Young with Giannis, I think would be really exciting.
What if? No, I got it. No,
Okay.
the Spurs,
Oh, dude.
Wemby and Giannis, and
Wemby
they
and
can pull it off. You could like do a package around like Dylan Harper or Castle, something like that.
they know they have enough, and they have picks too.
Yeah, and they have picks. They could, and that would be fun as hell.
That would be cheat codes. You can't have 2 7-footers, defensive player of the year caliber,
Absolute freaks.
and Wemby can shoot the three, so the spacing's fine.
Yeah, yeah. That one would be
If
really
that
fun.
happens, the league would be so effed. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean it's over. It's over.
what do you do against that? How do you defend that team?
Nah, it's just over. It's just over.
That's like one of the most unguardable things I've ever heard of on both ends. Like what? Ah, the Spurs would be sick. I wouldn't like to see that because that would suck for everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, like people love the idea of like Steph and Giannis somehow playing together. The
Uh,
Warriors can't do the trade. There's just no
the
way in
Warriors
hell.
have nothing to give up, and
I'm
like
sorry, Jonathan
that
Kuminga's
one
not
doesn't
worth that
really
much.
excite me, honestly.
No, it would just be cool to see Steph playing with someone that talented again.
Sure.
But yeah, nah. I like the Pistons as a sneaky one. The Spurs would be insane, man. That would be fun. That's fuck. That would fuck up the league. That would,
I
I
mean,
would.
the league is on short notice anyway. Like eventually they're gonna pair Wemby with someone, whether it be within like these guys, these guards that they have,
Coming
just
up. Yeah, or
yeah, just get better, or they trade for someone.
yeah,
It's coming.
I wonder if the Giannis trade or idea even of a Giannis trade is kind of delaying anything else from happening. Because like
Oh,
what we were
for
talking about,
sure.
like if we were talking about before, like Lauri Markkinen, like sure the Utah Jazz want to trade him, but any team willing to trade for you for Lauri Markkinen is like, well, let's kind of wait on the Giannis thing. Trey
For
Young,
sure.
LaMelo Ball, like any of these guys, like
Not even that. I mean, for teams wanting to make other trades, like you can still make your trade by hopping in that trade.
yeah, to help facilitate,
Yeah,
take a player
to
from
help
here.
facilitate, be a like you don't even maybe someone that doesn't even want Giannis, they just want to get in to get something else.
Yeah, that I feel like it's gonna hold up the league for the season. It's gonna be what if
Yeah.
somehow the worst case scenario possible? The worst case scenario possible is if somehow the Celtics get Giannis.
Oh wow. I mean,
I think I might actually kill myself.
yeah, yeah. I think I would be on suicide watch.
I'd have to stop watching
That
the
would
NBA
piss
for
me off.
I'd have to stop watching for at least a couple of years because I wouldn't enjoy that as a person. That's and they're just the type of team that like somehow things fall right for them. Somehow they like fleece a trade somehow. But
Nah.
oh man. Okay. We'll close it out at that, but I do want to end it with a segment we're gonna end the weeks with normally. Just something we're fired up for and something we're burnt out by either from this past week or looking forward to in the next week or just in life in general. Um, I'll kick you off with something that I'm burnt out by. I'm burnt out by preseason hoops. I'm done. I am ready to not watch preseason hoops anymore. Watching people on Exhibit 10 contracts play basketball is not the most fun thing to watch. Uh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. There's one more preseason game for me to clock into and
I
thank
don't
God
know
the
how you
season
do it,
starts
man.
next week. It's tough, dude. And I've been watching them early morning like replay to skip commercials at the very least just to cuz like watching it live is even worse.
Tough scenes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm burnt out by. What about you?
Mine I feel like is gonna be pretty obvious for the person that lives in Miami. I'm burnt out by the Dolphins, man. Like it's just
Vibes are not great.
I told myself at the beginning of the year, I was like, I have such low expectations for them. I'm not gonna let them bother me. And it's just I just get way too invested. My Sundays end sad. And you put that together with like if fantasy football goes bad, and then I
Yeah.
just want to kill myself.
It's the vibes
It's
are
just
really
so
bad.
depressing being a Dolphins fan, and it's like, man, they have me so burnt out.
I'm in a fantasy football league and I purposefully this year I did not take any player who plays for the Dolphins. I don't care. I
No,
know
that's my one rule every year. I do not draft Dolphins
I
ever.
know Achan is good. I don't care.
I won't do it. I won't
I
do
don't
it.
want to have to
Yeah.
deal with the idea of a Dolphins game in my head because why?
No.
Why? For what? They need to get rid of Tua. They they need to just
They
blow it
need to
all.
do a lot of
They
things.
just
They
need to
need to do a
just
lot of
start
things,
over,
man.
scrap it all. It's
Yeah,
done.
just
The one thing we have going for us, we have cool uniforms.
sure, sure, sure.
Cool uniforms. That's about it. Okay, on a more positive note, something I'm personally fired up for, and by the time that this episode is releasing, which will be on Thursday, I think it should be out. Starting Five season 2 of Netflix on
Ah,
Netflix.
yes.
It comes out Thursday, the 16th, so it should be out by the time anyone hears this. I'm incredibly excited for that. I just to see the behind the scenes of the shit show that is the Suns with Kevin Durant.
It's SGA and
and
Tyrese are in it, right?
SGA and Tyrese
Oh,
Halliburton.
wow, they got so lucky with that.
Yeah, like what are the odds?
Man, that's
That's
really yeah.
the Halliburton run is going to be on video, like all the behind the scenes of it.
Holy shit, yeah, that's really good.
Then Jaylen Brown as well as James Harden. So good players, cool. Um, Overall, like I think the most exciting part is that they got two players who were in the finals. Like,
Yeah, that's insane look.
yeah, like
Yeah.
how do you manage that one? So I'm super hyped for it. I think it's gonna be really cool. I'll probably be doing something just for people who are listening this far in. First of all, thank you. But second of all, I'll probably be doing something where like I'll have every pod have like an episode where we talk about either one or two episodes just to go through it. I know Netflix releases it all at the same time, but I'm not gonna watch all 6 or 8 or 10 episodes in one sitting. I'm a basketball junkie, but the season is gonna start too, so there's other things to be watching. But that's what I'm fired up for personally. What about you?
I am fired up for I don't know if you've heard of Megabunk.
I've seen you playing this on Discord.
Wow.
What is this game?
Wow. So when
What?
you see this game, you might be like, wow, this is the dumbest shit ever.
I
It
am
is
looking at
so
Mega.
good. It is so good. If it
Oh.
wasn't for another game I played this year, Expedition 33, this would be game of the year.
Is this what's the type of game? Is this a like a roguelite? Like
Yeah, roguelite. So you
you're
just spawn in with a character, you get different weapons, you level up, you're just killing stuff.
are you this monkey with glasses or are there other characters?
You could be a monkey, there's a skeleton, there's a robot like a cowboy,
It's
there's a like a magician type of guy.
and it's
It's
fast paced, I'm
crazy.
guessing, right? Like you're
Oh,
in and you're
fast
going.
pace. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's amazing. This is all I've been playing. So I bought it before I left on my trip. I played it the night before. When I was on my trip, I was like, I can't wait to get home to play more Mega Bonk.
You're like missing Mega dude. Fuck. I
This
might need to
game is amazing.
I
It's
might
such a simple concept. One person made it, by the way, which is very impressive for one person to make such a good game.
oh, that's incredible. I might need to buy
Yeah,
it just to like support them. That's really cool.
yeah.
Because yeah, to your point,
For ten
Expedition.
bucks, man,
Oh, 10
you
bucks?
spend
That's nothing.
yeah for $10. I mean, you just can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's cheaper than a drink. Well,
Correct.
yeah, cheaper than yeah, that's cheaper than a lot of things. But yeah, Expedition 33 game of the year. So sorry,
Oh
Mega Bunk.
yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
yeah,
That's just one of the best games, one of the best cinematic experiences
yeah.
that
I mean, like this is not giving me like being over dramatic or like hyping it up or anything. It's one of the, like if not the best, it's one of the best games I've ever played.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
play single player games. I like just started kind of getting into single player games in my adult life now, like trying to like get through them because I usually just play for like a couple hours and quit. Expedition 33 I binged the hell out of.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just fucking masterpiece. But I will check out Megapunk. I appreciate you. There's been a few other games that are like that I've like sunk in a lot of hours to. There's this game like Jotun Slayer that I was playing for a bit that I was kind of addicted to for a little while. But yeah, it's nice to have one of those games just to turn the brain off
Turn
and
off
just
the brain and just run around and kill stuff.
yeah, that's good. But we'll end it on that. Thank you, Jose. We'll cut the recording. Appreciate you all.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, of course.